Everybody, it's Christopher. Today is April 21st. And my time, what time is it? Oh, it's 2:30 a.m. my time. How about that? So how are you all doing? I got some mask orders I have to complete. I got some bag orders in that I have to do from my personal hair clients that ordered some bags. So I'm keeping busy. I need to do some work around the house, some more work around the house, and all that good stuff. Anyway, so I said this was not going to be a political sewing post. This is going to be more educational sewing post. So I'm going to try to cover as much as I can for you to help you while I do my sewing. Okay? All right. So now I can't answer every single one of your emails, and I appreciate emails and your comments on the here on the YouTube and stuff. But I do want to tell you that I do get a chance to skim over them, and I have noticed that a lot of you don't watch my whole videos, and you ask questions I've already answered. So. But there's this one question that people always ask everywhere is, where do I buy this? Where do I buy that? And I've discussed this before, but I'm going to help you out a little bit more. Now, here's what I've noticed in society today. Everybody is used to Amazon, Amazon, Amazon. And now that Amazon is out of so much, people are like freaking out. Oh my God, where do I buy this? I don't know what to do. Oh my God, I can't find it on Amazon. Where do you buy this? And it's funny because it's like, and even people I notice in other countries are writing me and saying, sir, where do I buy this? Please tell me, how do I get this? I don't know. I think you have Amazon in your or you have Google in your countries. You have to have Google in your countries. You have to have sewing stores where you're at. I mean, if you got a sewing machine, how did you get that sewing machine? Where are you buying all that? Anyway, so a lot of you don't know where to find things because you are lost without someone giving you a link or without that Amazon. And I see these people that write and say, do you have an affiliate link? No. You know, I'll be honest with you. When I see things that I'm watching on videos, and I see somebody's using something, I will go right to Google. I will go right to Google and look it up because you know why? I want to see my choices on where to purchase it. I don't want someone saying, oh, you have to go here and you have to go there to buy something. I want to see my choices and who I want to do business with. So I'm going to do something to help you all because I said this would be an educational video. I'm going to post a link below this video on YouTube that's going to take you to a page on YouTube that's going to show, all these videos are going to show you how to research on Google so you can find everything you want. Now, one day, I'm going to give you an example. One day I was watching this video and this man was using a sewing machine like this, and he had this flip up guide. He called this the flip up seam guide, right? So all these people were writing underneath, where do I get that? Where do I get that? So I remember as soon as he said flip up sewing guide, sewing machine guide, seam guide, I went to Google and I started researching. I found all these different places that sold it. Meanwhile, while all these people were writing, how do I get this? What do I do it? They could have went right to Google and within seconds found it just like I did. But they were so codependent that they had to rely on answers from somebody else before they looked up something on their own. That's sad. That's sad. I'm going to try to get you guys to be more independent than codependent. And I need to get you guys to start looking elsewhere besides Amazon all the time. And I told you the story about Amazon, how they have a lot of rip-offs, a lot of stuff like that. I wrote that in my other book. So anyway, all right, in the news. So I'm not getting political, but I'm just going to talk about current events. A lot of these meat packing companies were forcing their workers to come in even if they were sick. They told them that if they didn't come to work that they would be fired. So a lot of people were going to work sick. and they infected other people. And now all these meat packing places are starting to close down because people have the COVID-19 virus. So it made me think that I have many friends who are vegetarians. And it made me think, I said, well, you know, a few years ago, I planted a garden in my yard. And I didn't, you know, I kept it for a season and the next season, but then I got busy and I couldn't do anymore. So I never kept up. I'm thinking to myself, you know, maybe it's time we all start planting a garden. And maybe we don't have a yard, but you know, we do have, we have planters, you know, big vases, big planters. I remember my grandparents, when they were older, towards the end of their lives, when they moved into an apartment complex, a condo complex, they had a balcony. And my grandmother, she loved fresh tomatoes. So she had a planter on her balcony of tomatoes. And I'll never forget going out there and seeing her tomatoes on that balcony in that planter. They were huge. Of course, these were Pennsylvania tomatoes and Pennsylvania dirt. I'll tell you, ever since I moved to Florida, I've never seen tomatoes like I did back in Pennsylvania. The beefsteak tomatoes down here, they call them beefsteak. They're about that big. The beefsteak tomatoes in Pennsylvania, they're about that big and they're red, blood red. Down here, they're like weak red orange color, you know? And they call them beefsteak tomatoes. Just like people who go up north and a lot of people go hunting and they'll go hunting and they'll say, oh my God, these deer were as big as a moose up north. And I'm like, yeah, and down here, all our adult deers look like Bambi. So, anyway, so planting a garden. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Being what we're all going through, we have to find new resources of things. We have to live our lives differently. And I guarantee you, until a vaccine is discovered, we all should be wearing these masks. Any mask to cover your face that's got great filtration. Like mine, I have 3 layers of cotton. I have 3 layers of filtration. I put this on, and if you want to know if the mask is good or not, whatever one you're wearing, put it on and go walk somewhere where you know there's a smell. If you can't smell anything through this mask, you got some good filtration to help you. Like when the first time I put one of my masks on, I put it on at home, and then I went grocery shopping. I had it in my car. I was wearing it in my car to the store, and after I got home after I got out of the grocery store and I got in my car to drive home, I took my mask off, and all of a sudden, I'm like, what's that smell? And I realized it was my air freshener in the car, but I could not smell it when I was wearing my mask. So whatever mask you're making or wearing, if you can still smell things through this mask, your mask, it's not really going to do you any good. But if you can't smell anything, you at least have a decent mask that's helping to filter things out for you, you know? Now, there's been updates on all the sites out there about why everyone should be wearing a mask. At first, they were telling everybody not to. And I don't know if that was because they didn't have enough. But I logically thought, wait a minute. First thing you do in a hospital so you don't get no germs is wear a mask. So, oh, my thread came out. So I couldn't understand, why would they be telling people not to wear them? They don't have to wear them. When in doctors' offices, to prevent germs, they wear masks. It only made sense. Now, I'm not a physician. I never studied medicine, but it was common sense. Put a mask on. So I started making masks. And then I started taking pictures and posting them. And suddenly my clients were saying, hey, are you selling those? Are you selling those? And then it was like about 2 or 3 weeks later, all of a sudden, the news media and the Washington were saying, you know, we suggest everyone wears masks. So, you know, everybody wants to get back to work. You know, I would like to go back to work. I've been working so much from home now that I really haven't done nothing. I've been working. So, yeah, I do feel sorry for people who don't have a hobby. I really feel sorry for the people who have no kind of hobby to keep them busy at home. But for all of us who sew, we've had stuff to do. We've been kept busy with our hobby here, right, guys? And for those of us who make a living part-time with a sewing machine, we've got work. We're doing work. There's my cat again. She never comes around and bothers me until I'm doing a video. And what's with the cats? I gotta rub against everything. She rubs against my tripod and moves it on me. You know, I don't understand her. I've had her for 15 years now. Get away from my tripod. Go. 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 Oh, now she won't even move. She's like, I ain't moving. Boy. She's not allowed on the furniture, my cat. She's not allowed near my fabrics. I won't let her. I know a lot of people who sew for a living, do videos, and they have their cats laying on all the material and stuff. You know, some customers are allergic to cats and stuff. And I don't keep my animal anywhere near my material and stuff. There's no way. I don't want to risk that. Just like going back to masks. I knew wearing a mask would prevent germs from you catching a germ. And when they kept saying you don't have to wear them, they don't suggest wearing them, I was like, God. And then all the people I talk in the medical industry that I know saying, wear a mask, Chris. Yeah, put one on. Don't listen to the government. Don't listen to the news. Put a mask on. And I'm like, you're right. And all the people who were intelligent like me were calling me saying, oh, you're making masks. Let us buy a mask from you. And because a lot of these clients have purchased my handbags in the past, and they know that I make quality. And I wouldn't sell them anything that wasn't quality. And I wouldn't sell them anything that I wouldn't want to wear. So that's how this whole thing began. So anyway, a lot of people are finding out that they want to have hobbies now. They found out the hard way because it's like now that they're in lockdown, they got nothing to do. Someone was telling me that the divorce lawyers are really busy right now. I'm like, well, yeah, of course they are. And we made a joke. We were all joking earlier and saying even the STD clinics don't have any business because traveling salesmen are staying home with their wives now. And I'm like, oh my God. And a lot of people may not get that, but I understood that. When I was 19 years old, I worked at the Holiday Inn. I was a maitre d' in a restaurant. And they used to have a lot of businessmen that would come in from out of town. And let's just say that a lot of traveling businessmen and salesmen on the road, they have another life other than their house, the life they have at home with their family and kids. I found that out when I was young. And then when I got older, I found that out too. So, and being a gay man, you find out how many of them are in the closet sneaking around behind their wife's back when they're on the road and stuff. So, yeah, you know, this is 2020, people. If you can't live your life the way who you are, you know, you got the problem, not society. You have the problem now. You have an insecurity problem now because we've come a long way. We've come a long way. You know, I was born in 1960, and when I grew up in high school, I really didn't hide it. But, you know, and anybody who tried to call me a name or bully me, I had ways to get even with them. Like I would tell them, you know, my father's a policeman, and all I gotta do is turn you in for marijuana. You know, your girlfriend, how would she like to find out that you fooled around with the cheerleader? So you either stay away from me or I do those things to you. Suddenly they left me alone. So you got to have some ammunition to fight back. It's not necessarily about fighting back with a fist or a gun. It's about fighting back with knowledge in your head. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so that was a big joke we were laughing at. My friends and I on the phone were laughing about all the STD clinics that are now sitting there with nothing to do. Oh God, that's so true. That is so true. Anyway, so yeah, these are all the things that it's been happening since I'd last talked to you all. What else? Lord. Yesterday I was ready to go out and do some running, and it started raining, and I said, no, I don't think so. And so I went to bed because I was up all night, which I am up all night again here. I love working at night. There's no one around. No one bugs you on the phone. No one's calling you. I can get so much done. It's so peaceful. Yeah, so I'm a night owl, as I said before, and I'd be happy working third. Get out of here. I'd be working third shift. Sorry, she keeps bumping the camera. I'd be happy working third shift all the time. How many of you have cats? You know, I had cats my whole life. Ever since I bought my first house when I was 23, I've had cats. And I've had the most wonderful cats in my life. Oh my God, the most loving cats. I fell in love with cats. They're so loving, you know, and they're so independent. That's another thing I like about them. Leave a bowl of food and water and you can take off for the weekend. And they're just, and I love dogs too, but a cat, you know, they used to jump on my lap. They used to let me pet them and everything. And then about, what did I say? She's about 14 years old. This cat was found in my driveway. She was just a kitten. My neighbor said, "Oh, please take her, or I have to take her to the Humane Society." And I was like, "But I got a dog now. You know, I got a dog." So luckily my dog was a very gentle dog, but at that time he was still young and he had a lot of energy. So I picked the cat up and she was just so gentle and so nice. And I walked in the house and there's my dog like oh, that cartoon, Scooby-Doo. That's how my dog was. You know, he's like one of those dumb jocks. And as soon as you saw I had the cat in my hands, he goes and jumps up. "Oh, what's that, Daddy? What's that?" And the cat jumps out of my arms, scratches the hell out of me, and she's never been the same since. So, but lately, now that she's older, she's become a lot more nicer. And I tell you how you get your cats to be nice. Yeah, you're gonna love this one. So now that she's older, I read online where cats have a problem with digestive system. My cat definitely has a problem with her digestive system. Dry foods, she vomits very easily. And so what I did was, I said, well, I guess I'm going to have to invest in soft canned food. So I feed her twice a day. And because she doesn't have the dry food sitting in her bowl all day, she just can't go and eat. And when she had that dry food, she was constantly vomiting it up. You know, she was vomiting it up. So now, oh, she's the sweetest cat. And, you know, when she reminds me of my friend. I have a friend that only calls me when he wants something. So she reminds me of my friend. She'll come and she'll wrap herself around me and she'll be so kind and so nice. It's because she wants something. She wants food. That's how I got her to be nice to me. It's true. All right. Anyway, I just want to let you know I'm still alive. I haven't caught the virus. I'm still here. And so the fun part of today is check out the link below this video on all the videos you can watch on how to Google search. So if you want to find a product or anything, this came out again. You can find whatever you want. If you're looking for thread, if you're looking for a notion, if you're looking for fabric, if you're looking for, because there are so many places you can buy from, you know, Amazon is not the only place out there to buy, people, and you got to break that habit of Amazon. You know, Amazon is putting Amazon was putting all these small businesses out of business, and now they surely have, because a lot of these small businesses with this virus are going under. So, you know, it's like I always tell everybody, so if you're going to buy a sewing machine, buy it from a local sewing machine dealer. Try to buy a sewing machine from a local sewing machine dealer. Ran out of thread. And I said, because you need to keep that local sewing machine and dealer. So people are saying, where do you buy this thread? I can't find it anywhere. Amazon. I'm thinking to myself, have you tried your local sewing machine dealer? Now, I know they're closed because of the virus, but send them an email, do something. They're answering their emails. They're more than willing to ship you stuff. Hello? They want any type of business they can get while they're in lockdown. They will ship you. Now, they may require a minimum order of like $30 or $35 plus shipping to ship something. But you know what? If you're going to be sewing a lot and you're looking for this product, go with it. So yeah, check that out. And always do try to check stuff out local, you know. And I'm kind of glad that Amazon doesn't have anything anymore right now because of this virus. Because this is teaching you all that there's more to life than just Amazon. You know, there's more to life than just Amazon. So I want to show you all something. Hold on a minute. I'm going to show you something. So as far as Google searching, I don't know if you could see this or not. Let me go through here. Hold on. Let me log in. This is a tablet, but I do all my other work on a regular desktop computer. But on this tablet, I went to YouTube, and I entered how to do a Google search. Can you all see that? Okay. All right, there we go. How to do a Google search. And all these videos came up teaching you how to Google search for things. So I'm going to include this link below this video so you can learn how to do it yourself. So you don't have to keep asking anybody, do you have a link for that? Can you post me a link for that? You can look it up, guys. All you got to do is do a Google search. All right? Now, let me try to think if there's anything else I want to cover that I saw posts on. Yeah, so someone said to me, what kind of machine is this? Well, I explained it in one of my videos. I said, this is a portable industrial machine. Most brands carry this machine. Just look it up on their websites. Oh, needles. I want to talk about needles. That's what I want to talk about. I see a lot of newbies out there, and on the sewing groups, these people are asking about needles, and somebody will say, oh, use an 80-11, 80-12, blah, 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 this and that. And I'm like, what type of needle do you suggest for them? If you're going to play teacher, tell them the type of needle. At least if I pull some needles out here and show you an example. Hold on. Where's my needles? Where are my needles? Oh yeah, here. Hang on. All right, so like, here, 9014 top stitch needle. 9014 leather needle. Each brand of needles has a website that you can go to study needles. And I need the newbies to start getting into the habit of being a little more independent and researching education on their own. And I need veterans who are not going to give proper answers, stop giving answers if you're not going to help that person completely. Because it's just like extension tables, we were talking about that. You know, you got people on YouTube showing you how to sew with no extension table. And there's no benefit to sewing without, you're sewing with fabric without an extension table, it's dragging off the side, and then you see people go like this. Now you watch as I'm sewing these masks. My masks are laying on here. These are just small masks, but look how much easier they are to sew when I've got my arms laid up here and I got better control. You see? It's part of education. And I see so much, God, don't be offended by saying this, my dad used to say it, half-assed education, right? Half-assed education. Half-assed teaching. Goes back to learning how to Google search to find information on your own. Learning how to open up the instruction manual and reading it, which a lot of people are not doing. And I don't understand it. How can you expect to help yourself? How can you expect others to help you when you're not willing to help yourself? It's probably because their parents enabled them their whole life. So, who do we blame? We blame the parents, or we blame the enablers? You know, we blame the enablers, or we blame the children? Who do you blame? All right, so I'm going to leave it at that because there's nothing else more I could talk about. Trying to stay positive, trying to help you guys wake up now to the fact that there's more than one place to buy stuff when you need things. And do call your local dealers and say, hey, or email them, go to their website, look them up, say, hey, I need this and that, and will you ship? Do you have this? You know, do you have this? Will you ship? And ask them, say, what kind of deal can you give me right now? What specials are you offering? And they'll probably have a little kit special for you. So, but you won't know until you ask them. Some lady was asking me a question on my Facebook page, you know, where do I learn how to fabric paint? Where do I learn how to fabric paint? And I said, well, contact the dealer where you bought your sewing machine. Oh, I bought my sewing machine from Amazon. Well, then contact Amazon and see if they can offer you classes. See what I mean? See what I mean? You need that local dealer near you. I see all these people online They're helpless. They need that local dealer to go to. So keep your local dealers in business, everybody. Keep them in business, because Amazon's not going to teach you. Amazon's not going to offer you classes in person. All right, gotta go. Love you all. Talk to you later. Bye.